Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning brief. Today is Tuesday, May 23rd. So what do we got on the docket today? You can see that we had a whole lot of manufacturing services and services going on, manufacturing services going on all over Europe. And manufacturing flat, services down in France. German manufacturing down, services up. European zone manufacturing is down, flash services is up. So there's sort of a theme here: manufacturing down, services up. Now, as Europe moves further and further towards a service-based economy versus a manufacturing, which is obviously what's happening, same thing has happened in the US, but it's happened over a much longer period of time. So manufacturing, in fact, is a very small percentage of GDP. So anyway, it is what it is, which means more stuff is being made for consumption in the U.S. outside of the U.S. China, Taiwan, Vietnam, Philippines, all of these places are now doing the majority of the manufacturing. We are doing less and less of it domestically. Looking at the news here, we have the U.S. flash manufacturing PMI and flash services at 945. It is a red item. You do need to pay attention to this. At 10 o'clock, we have new home sales and the Richmond Manufacturing Index. Again, I don't know what to expect on the Richmond Manufacturing. I expect it to actually be maybe slightly up because we've had a little bump in manufacturing in the Philly and the New York manufacturing indexes have been up slightly the last reporting. So it wouldn't surprise me if Richmond was up as well. And that's all we have for the day. If you are a New Zealand dollar futures trader, you've got some red items here at 10 p.m. So it is what it is. Let's move it on. Taking a look at the daily chart. So I erased all of the stuff I had on there before because if you're not careful, things can get out of hand. So I'm going to do a horizontal line because we've got a high up here that's a significant high. If we get up to that, that'll be a double top and a potential retracement to the bottom or to the downside. That being said, we also have a point here where we have a downward sloping trend line. So that would also be potential resistance. Now, we have been floating this for a long time, a consolidation band, and that band is basically right there. And we've sort of broken out of it, but now we're back in it. So the question is that a false breakout? Are we going to rotate back to the bottom side of this band? I would say that that's a very strong possibility, but also the midpoint here is a very good possibility. We could rotate back to this midpoint, then maybe come back up and see if we can get another leg higher. Is what it is. Whenever you have a consolidation band, the longer that band is in place, the more energy it's building to break out. In this case, we had a couple of really strong days, but then it just ran out of gas. We'll just see what happens if we retrace back. Or if we can sort of have a day or two where we go sideways and then continue to make a new leg to the upside. Remember that this is also, that rectangle is also part of what I would call a flagging pattern, which would be a bull flag. So is what it is. Anyway, jumping over to the inventory. Come on, get out of here. The inventory, so yesterday we had a slightly, very slight up day, but inventory was definitely higher. So maybe a positive correlated. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it. I think we're obviously overnight we're coming down. I think we're going to test maybe the lows from a couple of days ago. Certainly plausible. We're just in a sideways market. You could say, hey, it's going to go up, or hey, it's going to go down, and you've got about a 50% possibility there. So nothing to write home about other than we're in the chop and we're continuing to stay in the chop. What do we got on the intraday for support and resistance? So we're going to be opening up somewhere in the bottom of the range. There's some levels on the bottom side at 41.85. Some nice confluence at 41.70. And you have to scrunch it down a little bit to find more around 41.57. On the top side, we have resistance at 42.07. A good band of resistance around 42.21 to 23. There's multiple levels there that are of interest. Good resistance there, and even more resistance than at 42. I'm going to say it's 42.40. So those are your three levels of resistance. On the top side is what it is. Hope you guys have a great day. Just nothing really exciting today to kind of talk about. So it is what it is. Have a great day. On these days, be careful. Be careful. Don't get chopped to death. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, thanks for watching the Morning Brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the TroyLevels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com. Thanks.